Man, I've been, taking care of personal business, man, and family stuff. And, I'm my youngest daughter in Florida, so me and her been trying to catch up with a lot of stuff. A lot of family stuff, little personal stuff. But, you've been staying in tune. We just haven't been hooking up like we used to hook up. You know what I mean?
But the Rayful Edmond thing was an issue,
Yeah,
right?
ain't no question.
A lot of people did say in the comment, they said, what does Fly think about Rayful coming home, and how does he think DC will embrace him?
In the late 1980s and early 90s, it was a lawless combat zone.
Back then, the district was murder capital of the country.
An automatic gunfire rang out.
And the crack cocaine epidemic helped fuel it.
People lining up 2 to 3 deep around the block to buy drugs.
At the center of it all, Rayful Edmond.
Edmond ran the biggest crack and cocaine distribution ring in D.C. history.
I seen somebody at that time that was bigger than life.
At one point, he made up to $60,000 a day. That is, until he got caught.
Edmond is serving a mandatory life term.
And yet, behind bars, he still broke the law.
There have been abuses of privileges that these inmates were given.
The operation from prison rivaled the scope of the organization Edmond once ran from his northeast neighborhood.
A young killer's gonna listen at a rat if he out here cutting up? How a rat gonna tell a young dude to find that junk? Man, to me, a rat sympathizer is just like a rat. If you embrace a rat, you like-minded, to me. So, my thing is, man, all my personal friends and my family that know the dude, they feel the same way I feel. You know what I mean? He's a disgrace, man. He's a disgrace. You know what I mean? Man, if you look at the history of this city, look at all the awful dope boys and big boys that had big cases, Vernon Cooper, I.J., you know what I mean? Linwood Gray, Eddie Mathis, Wookie, all these dudes got money back in the days. Look at all the dudes that's come home that did life sentences. Big Lulu, me, Willie Strickland. So many dudes home, man, that did life sentence 50 years, Gene Cunningham. We walked it down. If this dude wouldn't have did what he did, he would have been the biggest hero of this city. He would have been looked at like Bumpy Johnson. He fell on a blessing. From what he told me, the Sugar Ray Leonard Marvin Hagler fight, he was there and met some people. And that's how he started off, because he met the people and they said, man, now all the dudes in my generation that was getting it, man, they wasn't getting nothing compared to this dude. The dudes that I thought was rich wasn't rich compared to him.
In the 70s,
I heard about him in 88. I was in Lawton, and the dude said, man, this youngster, I said, who is it? And they told me who he was, because I know his family. And I said, where he come from? Because, normally if a dude cutting up, you hear about him in the juvenile or the jail. And they told me where he came from, and he was a big kid, man. You know what I mean? And used to love the go-go. They say he used to go to go-go's, and the girls used to chase him down the street, and he'd be throwing money everywhere, and took people on shopping sprees, and did some things for me. You know what I mean? And one of the videos you did with me when I said they sent me up DC jail, when they said I had a pistol in the block, they put me in the block with him. And he came to my cell and woke me up in Lawton. And they sent me up to jail from Lawton and they put me in the block with him. And he came to my cell and woke me up and said, hey man, I'm Rayful. Yeah, in the same cell block. Cause I told you they had sent me up to jail. So the administration, him concocted up a story, said I had a pistol. So they sent me up to jail, and they put me in the block with him. And he woke me up and had a big old smile on his face, and said, hey Fly, I'm Rayful. And I said, what's up, man? And he said, I'm gonna get you out the cell. And he got me out and we walked. He said, tonight, man, when I go on my legal visit, I'm gonna get you called out. So every night we going on legal visits and he getting thousands of dollars and giving me money, all his co-defendants. All that. We ate street food every day. Because we had the police to go out. And now his lawyer used to be a D.C. Superior Judge, Murphy. And I think it's William Murphy. He in Baltimore right now, one of the biggest criminal lawyers in. So he called us out, and the private investigators called us out,
Calling y'all out from the cell block to the legal visit.
Legal visit, yeah. So you know, and I'm sitting there, and I said, I ain't never heard y'all talk about the case. I said, you got your mother and your sister and them downstairs. You just asking about women as these people trying to get you, man. He never took stuff serious, and that was a red flag for me. But he was so naive about the law and what they was doing. I think he thought he was so rich that he was gonna buy his way out of this, you know, because he just was ignorant to the law. But you know, by me having life and knowing, but I heard the people say this to him one time. The lawyer say, they said if you give up Marion Burr and Police Chief Marvis Turner, they'll do something for you. So I looked, I said, you can't give up Marion Burr and Chief of Police. He said, I ain't gonna do that. And I just always had a gut feeling, man, he wasn't gonna hold up. So when I got sent back to Marion, Mark Rochon flew out there to see me. He said, man, they just moved Rayful from Lewisburg to Allenwood. He said, keep your ears open. He getting ready to flip.
So this was after the big telephone bust.
Yes, the lawyer.
90.
This was 94. 94, because Mark Rochon, my people flew him up there to see me about my case, about what they were trying to. And he pulled me to the side. He said, they just moved Rayful from Lewisburg over in Allenwood, got him in the hole. He said, keep your ears open. I said, what you think? He said, he getting ready to tell. I said, Rayful? 2 weeks later, they sent him back to Lewisburg because he was on assignment. And so I already knew, because all the lawyers in the city was talking about it. All the top flight lawyers was saying, they just moved Rayful Edmond. This dude was big, man.
Did you
discuss? Because Mark told me to keep it to myself until it actually come out. And I didn't want to give him a lawyer. He said, don't say nothing to nobody. He said, but all the lawyers and prosecutors down the course, at lunchtime, they just moved Rayful Edmond. Why they moving? You know, but they got their way of finding out, man. They know FBI, but at the same time, I found out Mark Rochon was under investigation for laundering drug money for Rayful. That's why he gave me up at my trial, and that came out. You know what I mean? Because the feds said, let us get fly, and we'll do something for you on your investigation.
Let me ask you.
And that's why he stopped practicing criminal law.
Mark Rochon.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he was one of the baddest.
He was one of the best. Man, I mean, used to love me. I just called him at home and wake him up at night and say, hey, man, I got some dudes, man, just got locked up. He used to go tell everybody, you know I represent Fly. That was my man. Rayful is a rat. I don't like him. I don't respect him. I don't respect nobody who still embrace him. I feel the same way about him I feel about Walter Harris. Them dudes got on the stand, told on me and lied on my mother and my sister. And the same way people got his mother and sister and them locked up, this dude should be ashamed of his. Then when the marshal went to pick him up, they said, what you want, man? He said, some Kentucky Fried Chicken. Silk and them said, we'll never eat Kentucky Fried Chicken again. Because, you know, I don't eat chicken. I said, he told for a box of Kentucky Fried Chicken.